Well, hello again, everybody. Namaste. You're listening to Chase Yates here on the Coach's Corner, Hits 105.1 FM, as we're gearing up for some high school football again Friday night under the lights right here around the Arklatex. Now, we've got a lot to go over here in this hour, and I tell you, we've got a couple change-ups here because, of course, we have the bye for LE, the Liberty Aloe Leopards. Coach Steve Wells, they have an off week here, as well as Coach Tommy Graff and the Redwater Dragons, as they both look to recoup from a recent loss last week. Redwater, unfortunately, dropped the game to Hooks, 44-22 over at Hornet Stadium. And Liberty Ilo traveled over to La Vega outside of Waco and dropped that one 56-19. So Liberty Ilo not yet into conference play though. Redwater and Hooks are. Redwater drops to 0-2 in district play, and Hooks starts off 1-0 in district play. So we'll get into more about those teams later. And then also what we're going to do today with our couple buys there and a little time to fill, we went and caught up with the Foreman Gators. That's the reigning, defending 2A state champion Foreman Gators, as I was able to catch up with Coach Mark King and one other special person up there as well. So we'll get into that here shortly and may kick off with that as Hooks is going to be playing New Boston tonight. And this being the lead-in here on the Hits 105.1 for the New Boston game. Pre-game starts at 7 with play-by-play coverage with the one and only Tim Graham starting at 7:30 p.m. Central. We're going to go ahead and I usually open the show with Hooks, my alma mater there, but we'll go ahead and push that back and let them, kind of go together there with the Hooks and New Boston interviews to close out the show and in its place. And that one and the Liberty Ilo and Redwater stuff, we're going to have the Foreman Gator stuff here with Coach Mark King and also with the voice of the Foreman Gators, Jimmy Woods. So we'll bring that to you here momentarily first. And then, of course, as always, we're going to catch up with Coach Jerry Stanford of the Texas High Tigers. They're coming off a tough loss as well, as they had a back-and-forth shootout last week over there with McKinney North in that $70 million stadium. Friday night under the lights and $70 million, man. Oh my. But unfortunately dropped that one just by a few points there at the end. Kind of came down to the person who had the ball last, it seems like. And then also we'll catch up with the Genoa Central coach, Buddy Ray, as they're coming off a loss, unfortunately, too. They lost to Center Point at home, 14-0. They've now got Prescott up next on their plate. Of course, again, New Boston Hooks, talk about them playing. And then, of course, the Pleasant Grove Hawks, we'll talk with Coach Josh Gibson as they're coming off their second loss of the season. This one against the reigning defending champs as well, Carthage, as they dropped to them 28-21 in a close one. Now, they've got their first conference game coming up next. That's Pittsburgh here tonight. So PG is hosting that game at home against Pittsburgh in the first conference district play for them. They look to hopefully pick up the first district win for the season there. So now Pittsburgh, very tough though, 4-2. They're coming off 2 strong wins as well over Kilgore and Rusk. So we'll see exactly what they can do there. We'll go ahead and jump right to it here. As again, we're going to catch up first with Coach Mark King. Again, the 2A state champion Foreman Gator head coach, as he's in his 3rd official season now with the Foreman Gators, and it only took him 2 seasons to get a state title. So 3 seasons to go back-to-back. We'll see. Oh, my, that's coming up next, so listen for that Gator growl.
Hut, hike!
All right, Arklatex, you're listening here to the Coach's Corner back on 105.1 The Hits. Chase Yates here, and I'm joined by a new head coach this week for the show. It's the reigning defending Arkansas 2A state championship head coach of the Foreman Gators, Mark King. First and foremost, Coach King, hope you're doing well.
All right, thank you.
Well, good to hear. Not a problem. Appreciate you taking time to join us here. And, it's been a while since we've chatted, back to the first pep rally in Foreman that Hootens was the preseason opener game over in Magnolia. But, last season, of course, we were lucky enough to jump on with a RADIOCAST and the playoff run that led to the eventual state championship for the Gators there and kind of a retribution of a rematch at the Rock there with the Lions of Mount Ida. Just a quick thought on that whole ordeal for you and your coaching staff, your players, and the town of Foreman, and kind of achieving basically the highest goal possible at that time.
I tell you what, it was a great run for us, for the coach, staff, players, community, everything. The way everything happened, getting to play the semifinal here at home was huge, and then going to Little Rock and having the rematch with Mount Ida. There's nobody we respect more than Coach White and Mount Ida. They do things right, and they're played the game the right way, and it was just an outstanding run for us. And capped it off with a state championship. You couldn't write a better story, really.
Right, I definitely agree. And it was one that was fun to follow and watch too. And kind of briefly, in speaking of that, getting to play the semifinal at home, how kind of nerve-wracking was that? As trying to figure out the whole Earl situation, and then going to Salem, and or Salem coming here, of course, but going from playing Earl to playing Salem.
Oh, it was. We get the call. I guess it was Wednesday night Wednesday night late, and so things might be put on hold, and got the final word on Thursday, and we're ready to go up. Worked all week long to play Earl, and then everybody gets a week off, and then we play here. So we were ready to go up there, but things happen, and we play a little bit different with a little bit more swagger at home at the Swamp, and it turned out to be a good thing for us.
Yeah, hey, definitely so. And, not trying to look forward too much here, of course, Coach, but, just in the thought of this year, like you said, you kind of reached the highest goal you could last year. So this year, the highest one will probably be repeating, of course. So to possibly have that chance to go back to Ward Memorial Stadium, challenge for a second title, back-to-back 2A state titles, what's that ultimately feel like for you and the team? Nervousness, anxiousness, or just kind of calm as a gator sunbathing in the summertime?
That's been our goal, since last year. Let's regroup and see if we can't make another run and do it again. And that's been the talk all camp long and all fall long so far. Take care of business 1 week at a time, and let's make our way back to the Rock and defend our title. And and that's what we're just kind of anxious sometimes. This is a huge week for us again. Playing Mount Ida, and like I said, there's nobody we respect more of what they've done and the program they have, and to win it all, you got to go through teams like that. So it's going to be fun.
Well, kind of getting into this big rematch, kind of number 3 in a trilogy of a tale, you could call it. Mount Ida, comes to the Swamp Friday night under the lights, try to get some retribution themselves as they look as good as last season on paper, at least. I know you've probably been studying more film and game on them too, but on paper, just looks pretty equal across the board. Both teams officially sitting at 6-0, 3-0 at conference play. Lions are averaging about 37 points a game. Y'all are averaging about 35. Both teams only pass for about 20 to 25 yards a game. Big stat that stands out, though, is that Foreman averages about 263 yards or so rushing per game to Mount Ida's 390. So on the overall yardage, that gives them about 410, 412 per game, and y'all about 285. So paper doesn't always tell the tale, though, of course. So is that just kind of an eye catcher that ultimately isn't a huge factor, you think, or is there a little sweat on the brow in terms of stopping their rush and making sure your Gators are on point?
We've got to stop their run game. They're going to pound it at you, and I don't look too much at stats or pay attention, to stats very much. And, week to week, everybody's different. And, they're just like we are. They're a smash mouth, run-oriented team. And, you got to stop the run. And, and our stats are kind of skewed this year. People have done a good job of keeping the ball from us. The last game, we only ran 20 offensive plays and had 330 yards rushing. The week before that, we ran 28 offensive plays and had over 300 yards rushing. We haven't run more than 38 offensive plays in a game yet this year. So, people are trying to keep the ball from us and snap the ball with 1 second on the play clock and limit our possessions. And, we've got to make the most of it when we get the ball. But, to beat Mount Ida, you've got to stop the rush. Jonathan LaGrange, their big back there, their quarterback, Kate Jackson, they're one of their slots, Gage Dyer, those guys right there. They're a three-headed monster like we are. But you better stop their run game and be physical up front if you want to have a chance to beat Mount Ida.
Understandable. Exactly what you started out with. That's exactly what I was saying. The paper doesn't always tell the tale, right? You can look at those paper stats all day long, but they don't always exactly tell you what you think they're telling you.
It does. That's kind of like championship game last year. Both of us averaged a ton of points and a ton of yards a game, and it was a low-scoring affair with both teams held way under their averages because it's two great teams playing each other and two great defenses on the field. So something's got to give when that happens.
That's it. And I know y'all had quite a few return too. Did Mount Ida return quite a few players this year? Or?
They do. They lost, I think, 3 or 4 linemen up front, but they've got a good group coming back. They're senior-laden. I think out of their 20 players, 15 of them are seniors. And that group of seniors has only lost 3 ball games since they've been in Pee Wee football. Coach White has had that bunch since they started Pee Wee. He's coached them all the way up through, and they expect to win. They know how to win, and when you beat them, you earn it. And we've had 3 good games with them since I've been here. Last year's the first game we didn't play well, but they did what they had to do. They took advantage of our mistakes, but the other 2 games have been real close contests, and I look for the same this week.
Yeah, definitely going to be the game around the Arklatex to watch, I think, for sure. And I think we've kind of nailed everything here about the Keys victory and kind of what we're looking for and a little bit of last year's stuff, too. So glad we could jump on board for this game with the bye week here for Liberty ILO. So that game will air on 98.7, our sister station here, KTFS.
Pregame at 6:45, and the game kickoff starts at 7.
And, of course, wrap that up. And I don't know if we'll get a chance or opportunity to do any more regular season games, but we've got the playoffs coming up, too. So we'll be planning on being on board for that. And I don't know how much traveling y'all will have to do this year. Speaking of that, I guess, we're fighting for a number 1 seed in a first-round bye, right?
Yes, the winner of this game will have be in the driver's seat for the conference championship. Still got to play Gurdon and Mineral Springs. They're 2 tough teams. Gurdon's undefeated in conference also.
Ooh.
They're starting to get things rolling. But the winner of our conference gets a bye and home field advantage all the way through the playoffs.
There you go.
That'll be huge, especially for us, the way we play at home, that's been a coaching point for stressing that to our kids all week.
Yeah, and that was a fun difference I learned last year too. How with Texas has a middle ground that they meet at, and Arkansas just plays at the higher seats home field. So that's always a perk or an advantage if you can get that, of course. So appreciate you taking the time to join us here, Coach King. Everyone else, you'll be listening to Coach Mark King here with the Foreman Gators and myself, Chase Yates, here on the Hits 105.1 Coach's Corner. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more, and we appreciate it, Coach King.
Hey, thank you.
All right, Arklatex, you're back here on the Hits 105.1 FM live with Chase Yates on the Coach's Corner. Just caught up with Mark King, head coach of the Foreman Gators. Let me rephrase that, the head coach of the reigning, defending 2A state championship Foreman Gators. Oh, my. As they go for a rematch with that championship matchup against the Mount Ida Lions here tonight in Foreman. So tune into that one again over on 98.7 KTFS, our sister station. Pregame starts about 6:45 p.m. Central, and the game will kick off at 7 p.m. Central. Or if you stay right here on the Hits 105.1, we'll be bringing you at 7 o'clock the pregame with Tim Graham and the play-by-play coverage starting at 7:30 for the New Boston Lions as they host the Hooks Hornets. So whichever team you want to listen to, we've got you covered. It's time to take a quick break and pay some bills around here. We'll be right back with more Coach's Corner. Again, I'm your host, Chase Yates. Stay tuned.
I got fireworks going off here tonight, man. It's not July or New Year's yet. What's going on? I heard this was sponsored by somebody.
That's some redneck.
This is how we do it out in the country, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So, getting ready to kick this one off, man. I'm excited. I'm getting pumped up.
We're going to see how good a replace kicker they got here because we know where he's not going to try to kick it. And I don't blame him.
I'd keep it away from Kyron Beatty if I could. So Mount Ida is out for the kickoff here. Kyron Beatty is back with number 20, Chase Boyd. So you'll hear me pump up the chases tonight. That's one thing I enjoy. So, and I got to say, is that what your birth certificate says, Pokey?
No, sir.
Okay.
It wasn't long after that I got that name, though. About 2 years old.
There you go.
Look, onside kick.
Oh, wow. Did it go 10 yards? It went 10, didn't it? Just barely. What a way to start the game. Where they mark it at here was about barely a yard over 10 yards, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So 50, it comes right across the 50, about a yard over to make it 10 yards, maybe 2, depending on where they spot it at here. And that's going to give Mount Ida the ball, unfortunately. So Mount Ida start with the ball here, and then they'll get it back at halftime. So 14 under center. He keeps the ball. Oh, I tell you, he hooky-jooky me. He actually handed it off to number 10 for the Mount Ida Lions. That's Jonathan LaGrange.
Jonathan LaGrange is a beast.
So this is going to bring up second and, about 8, 9. Didn't get about a yard on the 47 here. Back under center. They're going to hand it off.
Up the middle.
Nope.
That didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I'm sure you hear the background noise here. As number 51, that's Jeremy Jones, drives him to the ground. Big stop by Foreman. They're going to probably lose a couple yards on that one there, Pokey.
Yes, sir.
So that was a quarterback keeper.
Where they mark it at.
Yeah, quarterback keeper, fake handoff there, number 14, K. Jackson. That's another name I've heard a lot about all week is K. Jackson. So I guess he's kind of the Kyron Beatty of the Lions, huh?
Yeah, he's a house, too.
So they're going to come back and line up here third and 8, so they don't officially give them a yard loss. I guess they give them forward progress, that momentum there.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 8, back under center is K. Jackson.
Number 12, around the middle, down the corner.
And he's got some open field there, Pokey. This is something we haven't seen all year, is a touchdown by the offensive team. No laundry on the field.
First time we've been scored on.
Yep, that I tell you, it comes quick. But I think we expect a shootout in this one. I mean, you can stop as many teams as you want, but you play a team with the caliber of Mount Ida. I know we didn't want to give up one this early, but I think it was bound to happen probably.
Yeah.
So that's going to give us 1st and 10 at about the 34, I'd say, Pokey?
34, yeah.
So we're going to line up here and see. Foreman quick huddles this year? Or they kind of eat the clock up? No huddles at all. So that's usually quick then. Just look over to King. King calls the plays too, I imagine, huh?
Yes, sir.
He does it all. He's
all our plays are pretty much option plays, you know.
Yeah.
Beatty can do what he wants to once he gets the ball.
Yeah, it's just he's got to have them eyes out front and see which way he needs to go with it, right? So Kyron Beatty under center here, might out to look and see what they can do to stop it.
Right up the middle. No.
He kept it. He fooled us. Kyron Beatty around the end. First down and some more. He's open field. He may be gone. First play of the game offensively for Foreman Gators. Touchdown. No laundry on the field. Oh, my. We may be 199 by the time we get done with this one, Pokey.
They going to get the defense going here in a few minutes.
Oh, my.
Shut down.
So Mount Ida says, look at us. Onside kick. 3 plays to score. Ha-ha. Foreman says, ha-ha back.
Yeah.
First play of the game offensively, and Kyron Beatty takes it to the house.
Kyron Beatty's fast. If he ever gets about 2 steps, they're not going to get him.
Man, he's impressive. Look, Coach King will come out and give him a hug. Oh, he's giving a play call there. Barely got it. Field goal was good, but I tell you, barely got it off, it looked like. Number 51 for Mount Ida there. That is going to be Ty Abernathy. Bad Chad Abernathy's boy. Almost had a block come up there, but that makes it 7-7 with 10 minutes, 15 seconds to go. What was it, a minute and 45 in this game? We've already got a couple of touchdowns.
Right.
So, be third and one here for the Gators as they're about 11 yards away from the 50 here. So trying to get to midfield. We got to get a first down here to keep the drive alive here, Pokey.
Right up the middle. Chase Boyd.
Oh, boy. If he broke that last tackle, he was going to be going to the house, I think. But did you see the hit that Kyron Beatty took in the backfield?
Yeah.
I don't think it was late by any means, but it was that close to probably being where it could have been late.
Yeah, it was
but he took a little bit of a lick there after the handoff. He looks to the sidelines. He was talking to the ref after that. I think he may think it was late.
I think it was close enough the ref talked to the defensive player there.
Yeah. Hey, first down, Foreman Gators. So Kyron Beatty is having a chat with the ref right now, probably about that hit. Again, it's one of those things. It's almost a subjective call. And in a game like this, you kind of hate to throw it to change the the outcome.
Sometimes the kid got momentum and he can't stop. What are you going to do?
That's it.
I mean?
That's it. So. Looks like Kyron Beatty, of course, will be back under center. Number 20, Chase Boyd's behind him there in the backfield. We do put wide receivers out the sides just to have decoys, huh?
They'll fool you every now and then.
Oh, here we go. Kyron Beatty, fake handoff to Boyd. He's going to pitch it over to number 7.
Oh.
We got about 5 yards on that one. Number 7 there, Chandler Green with the carry on this one. Going to take it probably 2nd and 5.
I hope the refs keep an eye on that. I don't want to. If the game gets out of hand, I've seen the game get out of hand. Something happens. They call it and, keep it get out of hand because if they get a fight out there, we won't get to see a football game.
Yeah, that's the last thing we want here, especially at the high school level for sure. And you're right, because you start getting those little bit of late punches in that they're letting go by, you start sneaking more and more of them, right?
Yeah.
Get lined back up with Kyron Beatty under center, and I think Chase Boyd's still back there. They brought him in here. Kyron Beatty's going to keep it. Oh, I got a flag on there. I don't know what that's going to be exactly, but look at Beatty, man. He was edging the sideline there. Probably picked up another 5-6 yards by doing that.
Got a hold.
Was it a hold? Yeah. Usually when it's in the backfield like that, it's what you see a lot of times. So that's unfortunate because Kyron Beatty had a beautiful run for a first down. And our first quarter is going to come to an end here, Pokey. I don't know if they'll snap it here. It's 15 seconds. I think they'll let it run out.
Let it run out.
Yeah, play clock 25. So, yeah, we're going to run it out here into the first quarter here with it all tied up 7-7. Mount Ida Lions, Foreman Gators. Oh, my. We're going to take a quick break. Tonight's game powered by the Texas A&M Texarkana. We're going to take a quick break. Be back in about 2 minutes here with your second quarter. So we're back here. Foreman Gators has got a first down, 2nd and 8. Good run. They got it out to the 50 here, Pokey. So good drive starting here with 11:38 in the second quarter. Clock is ticking. So Kyron Beatty back under center. The 3, Isaac Carver pitches out. Pass back to Kyron Beatty. He's going to juke the defender. Stiff arms him. Oh, my. Gets about another 4 or 5 yards after the contact there. And hopefully he gets up there. Maybe a little winded there on that one. I tell you, the effort he gives, man, on the play is something else here, Pokey.
He can just be running one way and turn and go the other way.
And I noticed last year, too, he's got a strong stiff arm, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So Gators have the ball. Kyron Beatty back on the field. I tell you what, the refs better watch out. Pokey be down there in her face here before too long. I don't know. It's hard to tell from here, but it was definitely a sling down tackle of a horse collar or a face mask would look like, but no flag on the play. Refs didn't see it, I guess. I don't know. Either way,
we're used to that.
So it's
laying on the field out there?
It happens. It's a shoe.
Maybe a shoe, yeah.
Number 64 shoe. That is Foreman Gator.
Chris
Haywood. That's a big sophomore we talked about last year, the freshman that was breaking all kinds of records probably.
First down.
So that does give a first down for the Foreman Gators. We'll get back going here. Foreman Gators knocking on the door, 4 yards in. What's going to happen? Kyron Beatty is what I'm going to say.
Him or Boyd. Boyd drives the middle.
Chase Boyd's got it here. Kyron Beatty keeps it. Fakes it to him. Oh, he runs it his own man.
He got it.
It doesn't matter. Did he? I tell you what. He ran into number. Was that Haywood he ran into?
I couldn't tell. Two of them was wadded up.
Yeah, his own man stopped his progress. But I tell you what, he went in and pushed his own man across the line with him. Kyron Beatty picks up another touchdown for the Foreman Gators. That's 2 tonight for Kyron. Make it 13-7. We'll get an extra point to go up by 7 here, hopefully. Gators had the first lead, 14-7. Jimmy Woods getting them pumped up here at Gator Field, the swamp. And it's swampy out there, that's for sure.
Hey, them boys probably out in the field wonder where I'm at, because I'm usually out there hollering and rooting them on.
So, well, they'll get to go back and listen to this broadcast. They'll hear you. So, that is for sure. So this is going to bring another kickoff here for us. 7 minutes, 21 seconds in the second quarter left here. As again, 14-7. Foreman Gators, 2 touchdowns by Kyron Beatty, the workhorse. So, you know, he couldn't do what he does, though, without that great offense out there with him. So. Oh! It took a lick, kind of glanced off of him, but what a lick there by number 21 for the Foreman Gators. It's going to be Quincy Robinson, officially kind of halting the progress there. Foreman Gator cheerleaders out here getting it done right now, getting the crowd pumped up as well. I hear the Foreman band over there. As again, this place is packed, man. Have you seen the side over here? I don't know if you can see it, that angle over there.
Yeah,
I thought the stands were full. Looking over there, man, there's more people on the sides over there. There's over in the stands. The Foreman Gators showed up for this one. The whole town might be here, Pokey.
If it hadn't been thread of rain, such rain all day, there'd probably been a few more here. Couldn't have been a whole lot.
Yeah. So we got 1st and 20 here. Handoff. He gets stuffed in the backfield. Falls down. Fumble. We'll see what the refs say.
Now the
Gators say they had it, but, you know, that coming that late afterwards, that's one of them deals where you don't know who had it to begin with, and it just starts bouncing around. King says they got it. Refs say nay. Run the clock. Mount Ida ball. 6 minutes, 10 seconds going in the second quarter here. K. Jackson looked like a pass maybe, or maybe he's going to keep it. He's going to pass it. Woo! We say that because of the lick that number 20 for the Gators, Chase Boyd. Oh, my. Chase the Ace Boyd out there on the tackle. Also, number 25 was there, too. That is going to be Chase Jackson. And I tell you, that receiver didn't catch it. He may be glad he didn't catch it because he may have dropped it, Pokey.
Yeah, they thought him again. He might have tried to bat it down.
I mean, a lick that he took there from the defense. Oh, my. He just a little bit over the wide receiver there. And when he went up for it, the players were thinking he was going to catch it. So
I thought we were going to get the interception out of that deal.
Yeah, I think they laid the wood down there, didn't they? The defense is woken up. Not that they were ever asleep, I don't think, Pokey, but I think they're wide awake right now. Now, with this punt, too, I tell you what, our punt returners back here, Isaac Carver and Kyron Bates, they'll have to back up a little bit.
Field it.
Isaac Carver muffs it. Jump on it. There you go. There you go. That's what you need to do when something like that happens. Unfortunately, there, Carver doesn't have the chance to return it. Just through the fingertips. Did you see him eat a Butterfinger on the sideline a minute ago? I'm not sure. But either way, he recovered. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, if he'd got that one, he'd probably got the snot knocked out. Yeah, if you can't get good control of the ball before they get on you, just get on it.
That's it.
And that's one thing we got going for us. I think that our guys know that, sometimes, if you get the ball, you can try to score. Kyron Beatty, he's a beast, but it don't bother him to give you the ball. He'll give you the ball when you ought to keep it sometimes.
That's it.
Stop that one in the backfield.
Yeah, they did. Lions defense out there waking up, too, as they faked it up the middle and then pitched it out to Donovan Willis there, number 23 for the Gators, and nowhere to go for him. He probably lost 3 yards on that one, maybe 2. Kyron Beatty under center here on 2nd and 12.
Right up the middle.
Yep. Chase Boyd. I tell you what, he got some good yardage there, man. Probably 10 yards almost. So 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
I wonder where they spotted it. Maybe 3rd and 4.
It's a little bit further back.
Yeah, they spotted it back pretty far.
Yeah. He might have been holding the ball with his feet where they spotted it out there, but anyways. Donovan Willis lowers his head, gets a few yards after contact, too. He earned those.
He earned every bit of that. They hit him 3 or 4 times before he went down.
Let me tell you. Number 23, Donovan Willis, picking up a couple yards on that one, and all after contact, I think. He's someone to watch. He's a senior, though, too, isn't he? I see all the running backs so far I've seen are pretty much seniors, aren't they?
Mm-hmm, except for Carver.
And he's the one that didn't get a lot of playing time yet this year, right? I tell you,
now,
the funnest one I've had this year, it was a Redwater loss in Grace Community over in Tyler. They had 600 yards total offense at Redwater, and they lost.
That's
800 yards of total offense. 75-56 was the final score or something. A game where they left the defense at home.
Yeah, it was an offensive game.
Oh, Chase Boyd, talking about yards after contact. Oh, my. I tell you what, he was still going. He's just now going down. Played stuff out kind of quick. He got contact, but he went another 6 yards after contact, probably.
I believe they're getting in their feelings a little bit the way the defense is actually kind of.
Yeah, Chase Boyd getting her done, trucking through here. Mount Ida Lions maybe get a little tired on that defensive side. Foreman offense been able to stay on the field when they've got the ball and on the drives even for a touchdown besides that first one where they opened and play of the game for the Foreman offensive side. They've, trucked down the field on several plays to get it done. I mean, we've got to be above 20 plays for Foreman's offense, right? So.
Yeah.
And
right up the middle, Chase Boyd.
Touched up the middle. He hits the spin move, the O button on the PlayStation on Madden, I think you call that one. But he gets around him, does a little spin move, gets another couple yards. We've got 1st and goal here, Pokey. Kyron Beatty looking over to Coach Mark King for the play call, and we'll see what we'll do here with this one. I think we're knocking on the door here, gang. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Again, it's hard to say stop momentum and stop your progress, but I'd love to see that clock tick down a lot more than where it's at.
Carver in motion.
Kyron Beatty keeps it fake, goes around the end. He's going to be there. Touchdown, Gators! Oh, my. Kyron Beatty, 3 for 3 touchdowns tonight for the Gators. No flags on the play. A little banter afterwards. All good, though. I'll tell you what, he's impressive, Pokey.
Yeah, he's fast.
Is anybody looking at him nationally? I mean, he's a smaller guy, so I don't know if you get a big team looking at him. But
that's the bad thing about him. He don't have any height. He got plenty of speed. And that speed will help you through high school, but when you get to college, that speed
it kills
speed without
it really
height.
does. I mean, you pretty much are. I don't say you're limited to not a top college, but that's where you're going to get your looks at. It's just the nature of it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of smaller colleges.
They can't be all 6'4" like us, huh?
Right. That's right.
21-7. Gators picking up where they left off. Well, I say they had 24-21 in that championship game. That was a close one, man. It came down to the end. I thought they had it locked up with a few minutes to go in that championship game, and then they hit that 80-yard pass or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, my, we got a game.
Anything can change still.
Foreman at least picking up where they left off at as far as leading this one. Minute 56 is what they leave the Lions with here. And I tell you what, defense needs to stop them here, Pokey, because if Mount Ida scores for halftime, they get the ball back at halftime. That's going to change some stuff, man.
I don't know if I've seen those stands on that side that full, especially as far as Mount Ida is,
Yeah.
They got a good following. What I noticed on the Mount Ida and Foreman, I don't know if you see the message board. I don't call any names advertising, but message boards, people bantering back and forth. Mount Ida and Foreman haven't been taking any jabs at each other at all. It's just a lot of respect there because, we all know this can go any way.
That's it. Number 1 and number 2 in the state right here for 2A football. So, which I don't know if Mount Ida was scored above them, I think is what I saw. But either way, it's going to change after tonight if it keeps up this way. Oh, boom. Tell you what. He lowered his shoulder, knocked over a Gator.
Yeah.
Number 32 there for the Lions with that return. That's Jason Dillon. That was a neat deal in the Hootens, man. That's a big thing in the Arkansas football deal.
That's Bubba Keg, a sophomore in there.
James's boy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. James gives me a lot of heck online, so.
We call him Fat Boy. At the CB Handle. That's what everybody called it.
So Mount Ida under center here is Cade Jackson, hands it off here. Oh, my. That's LaGrange, number 10. Well, luckily the clock will run. They may take a timeout. I don't know. They got to cross the 50, though, there, Poke. That's about a 15-yard pickup almost, huh? Mount Ida gets it up there quick, though. They know what they want to do. Did he hand it off? I don't know what. Yeah, he gobs him in the backfield. Oh, my.
Number 26.
Good job there by the Foreman defense. I thought Cade had it coming our way.
Yeah, I did, too.
And it went the other way. Timeout by the Lions. That timeout coming here for us. Only 49 seconds to go in this one as the Mount Ida Lions are down 21-7 over these Foreman Gators. Oh, my.
3rd and 11, 40 seconds left on the clock.
So, yeah, ran a couple seconds off, ran a play, and got nowhere with it. 3rd and 7 officially is what they're going to now show. They hadn't updated, I guess, here. They did get across the 50. They're at the 45. So, again, we need a big stop here because with the onside kick to open this game up that Mount Ida did, they're going to get the ball back after halftime. Be a good momentum breaker here to kill this drive. Go into halftime with a 21-7 lead. If they don't do that, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall to hear what Coach King says.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be rough.
Gators going back on the field. You hear the fans get into it, boy. I tell you, one thing you got here is some backing by these fans. That's for sure.
And they go everywhere, too.
This is some. I thought high school football was a big thing in Texas. Come on up here to Foreman. Friday night under the lights at the Swamp. Handoff up the middle there. Look, Kay Jackson's upset about it. Not sure exactly what it is. Maybe just that he knew the play didn't go anywhere.
Well, I was going 29, 28.
I think we're going to go for it, Pokey, on 4th down here if the Lions are.
They ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, 24 seconds, clock's running.
One play.
Oh, what do you...
They didn't get off sides, dude. What are you holding your hands up for?
I was going to say, yeah. What?
You can jump all you want to as long as you don't get off sides.
Okay, so officially they call a timeout?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't think your line can go down and just stand back up, right?
Yeah.
So 14 seconds there to go in the second quarter here. So we're inching to halftime here. I tell you, this last minute of the game has been longer than the whole second quarter has, I think.
Yeah. So, he was on the refs call all sides, but they just never, they jump. Defense do anything they want to.
That's it. And, if you don't get it, you throwing your hands up, it's not going to make the refs all of a sudden throw it. If they does, that's a bad way to do it. But he wanted it, he tried it, he just didn't get it. So if the ref would have threw a flag after he held his hands up, you would have heard. You thought you would have hollering over there a while ago. Defense coming back out here for the Gators, and we'll see exactly how this one's going to shake out.
Coach told them if y'all jump off sides or you don't stop them right here, you're going to run the TEXARKANA back Monday morning.
I don't know. Do they still roll the field and pull tires? That's what I had to do back in the day.
Nah.
I had to roll the field one time after it snowed in the blues and grays, and it wasn't no fun. Number 10, yep, that's their workhorse. He goes nowhere, though. Turnover on downs.
We're going to get the ball.
7.8 seconds here. 7.8 seconds here to go. Foreman Gators get the ball. Turnover on downs here, but so Beatty under center here. Snap. It is going to be a knee.
That's it.
Everyone's going to be cordial out there for us on the field. And hey, Gators 21, Mount Ida Lions 7. So Mount Ida opened the game with an onside kick. Took 3 plays for them to score. We thought, oh my, we might be in trouble here, Pokey, but they ain't done nothing since.
No, it took us 1 play to score when we got our head back on.
That's it. It was a little Kyron Beatty around the edge there for their first offensive play. Coach King got him out there on the field, give him a little talk here.
You're listening to the Mount Ida High School Lions take on the Foreman Gators on AM and FM 940 and 98.7 KTFS.
All right. We are back here at the Swamp halftime show here. Got about 14 minutes left to go in halftime. 21-7. Gators are leading the Mount Ida Lions. We're now joined by the voice of the Foreman Gators, Jimmy Woods, who was with us last year for the Danville game, right?
Yeah. So we had a good time over Danville.
Had some fun, didn't we? Yeah. Me and Pokey actually talked about that, just a little bit. Everyone talked about when Foreman went up there, they were going to get beat, kind of, and we went up there and said, hey, we think we can win it. But boy, them Danville boys, them Little Johns ain't so little.
Man, they were big, and it was the old cliche: speed can win, oversized, and so that's exactly what happened. Danville got that early lead, and then it was all Gators after that. So that was a good game, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
All right, we are back here at Swamp Gator Field. Teams are coming back out here. At least I see the Gators. The Lions, there they are. They're on the far side. They're getting ready. I guess I could put my eyes back on here, Pokey. I might could see something. Gators coming back out. Got some momentum on their side. They're going to have to kick off here to open up the second half, but they're up 21-7 here. And, I bet you Coach King was probably still on them in the locker room to say, hey, don't let up. You got to stay on this team, right?
Yeah, you don't cut them no slack. They don't pretty hard.
As Jimmy said, the coach for Mount Ida, they're very good coaching staff and very good at adjustments, I'm sure. And, of course, apologize. Listen, the halftime show may have had a little bit of a connection issue here. We're in the swamps. I mean, there's a reason why we call it the swamps, right? It's not just because it's Gator country, I don't think. We're back out here in the sticks a little bit, which is where I love it, man. Growing up with the family in this area wasn't nothing better than us coming up on the weekend to Stallion Forge up there in Winthrop, getting on the rock bar and hanging out. So, this is my kind of area. Your cell phone don't work, that's okay. It's kind of nice not to have it sometimes.
That's right.
They're everywhere, man. Y'all got Gators just everywhere over here, don't you? These fans have shown up in droves. There may be more fans here now than there was in the first half.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, usually at halftime it thins out a little bit, but I don't think anybody went home. Maybe they showed up.
No, that's it, man. They can miss a good game if they go home now. So, that is for sure. Mount Ida, again, I won't say they became a flat. The defense has just stepped up so much over the Gators tonight. They kind of had to wake up after that first opening score by the Lions. But since then, it's been all defense and all Kyron Beatty.
Stopping LaGrange is just not letting him get over the
Yeah, and I tell you, too, their backup ain't too bad. We've called Tyler Hamilton's name a couple times in that, Javate and Dillon, too. So they've ate up half the clock here on the opening drive of the second half, and they're knocking on the door. They're at about the 22-yard line. 10 LaGrange again, and he'll pick up another 4.
Maybe he did, yeah. They told him to move.
They'll give it to him. Chase Boyd, Jeremy Jones on the stop. Look at Chase Boyd out there, number 20, boy. He's getting worked up, I'm telling you. He's telling that defense, let's do something. Let's stop these boys.
That's what our guys did last year. They pumped each other up. They're not being as good about that this year. And I talked to Coach about it. I said, man, I don't know what they're doing. Last year, Corey Lovewell, he kept the team pumped up a little bit.
So, yeah, they got some momentum going here in the second half early. As we're now 6 minutes to go, clock still running.
3rd and 2.
Opening drive of the second half. Lions are just eating that clock up. So 1st and goal, officially 1st and 6. So we'll see how they go here. K. Jackson's going to keep. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to try to get in the end zone. He's going to be short, about the 2-yard line maybe. Tackled by number 3, Isaac Carver, and number 34 there. It's going to be Nathan Gwynn. That's one you were talking about earlier.
He's going to be pretty tough.
And he's only a sophomore, got a couple more years to get her done.
And a little bitty fella, too.
So,
and I
tell you, it's fun. It's fun sometimes watching them little guys because they'll go to the summer and come back, and next thing you know, they got 7 more inches on them.
Right.
So, K. Jackson back under center, 2nd and 3.
LaGrange.
Was he in there? He was real close if he's not.
Yeah,
touchdown. They gave it to him. So, only the second touchdown Foreman's given up all season, minus that whole smack-over debacle. We won't talk about that one. But that makes it 21-13. Extra point here will make it 21-14 momentarily if they get it up and through. Real quick, too, I tell you what, I think Pokey had a score update for us on the Garden game a minute ago, too, didn't you?
Yeah, let me see if they got it back on. It was 42-6, Garden against Spring Hill.
Score update brought to you by Family Medical Group. They're Dr. Bowman, proud supporter of our Foreman Gators. So Gerd, we talk about them a lot because they're about the 3rd strongest team in this district, and both Foreman and Mount Ida have to play them still.
Outside.
No good.
13-21, no good.
So it's still a one-score game technically, but you make it 8 points instead of 7. So that's a little bit of a win for Foreman.
It's his first year in football.
Really?
He might have played several years ago, but he played the last 2 or 3 years. He's been a basketball player.
Hook's got a couple. Oh, man. Chase Boyd smash mouth football. I don't know if he knew that guy was going to be there, but he probably was saying, get the number on the truck there that just hit me.
You can't hurt Chase Boyd.
Was that number 51 for the Lions, I believe? That's Ty Abernathy. Hey, bad Chad's boy. Kyron Beatty back under center, going to look to hand it off up the middle to Chase Boyd. Woo!
He got about 10 yards.
Picks up almost 10, maybe 9 there. And it's going to be 2nd and around 5 or 6 here. Good little run there by Chase Boyd. I tell you what, that's the same play I think they called the first time.
Yeah.
Right back up the middle with Chase Boyd. He got caught the first time, but they didn't catch him that time. He did get on the other side of the line there, so 2 yards from the 44 to the 46. We're edging towards the 50, 3rd and 7 here with 3 minutes, 59 seconds to go. I tell you, we may have 1 possession per team in the 3rd quarter. After that opening drive by Mount Ida, man, ate a lot of that clock up.
I hope we do, because if we don't, that might mean we had to punt.
Yeah. And I tell you, 1-score game here, 21-13. So, I mean, it's an 8-point game, but still 1-score game. Kyron Beatty back under center. A lot of people in the backfield here. Going to go to, fake to Chase Boyd. Looks like he can pitch it to 3 Isaac Carver, but he's going to keep it. And I tell you what, he's got an open field. Here he goes. Kyron Beatty doing Kyron Beatty things. He takes it 54 yards to the house. That's a touchdown, Pokey. No flags, no laundry?
Not yet.
Oh, my. I tell you what, Kyron Beatty doing Kyron Beatty things. Looking like a gangster out there on the football field.
He got a good block or 2 out there on this side. I thought he could hit him.
Yeah, when he got out to the edge there, he had a couple people in front of him. I thought, here we go, we're going to get stopped, with the first down. But he went the opposite way, cut back in, and he was gone.
I wasn't watching. I think it might have been a Carver cut in there and kind of got a relief there.
I didn't know they allowed nitrous on these players out here. He's got some legs on him, boy.
It seems don't give me. this time give me 3 steps. Just give him 1. He don't need 3.
You're cranking up the Leonard Skinner down here in the box.
That's right.
Score 28-13. Foreman answers the opening second half drive by Mount Ida. Just ate up half the clock and scored. But hey, Foreman right back with another score, a little bit quicker than Mount Ida there. As we got 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jackson's going to give a handoff there. Oh, a little pinch, a little trickery there to 33, but he's got nowhere to go. He gets stuffed.
They gained about a yard out of
that. Yeah, he ended up getting a yard, but I tell you, when he got that pitch, I think he said, really?
Yeah, what the what?
I think he thought the pitch chance was over, and then the guy decided to pitch it anyway, and he said, oh, my. But 33, Tyler Hamilton, he'll get a yard out of it. Good job catching it, too, on the pitch, but he looked surprised. You know, that's, again, this offensive scheme is just fun to watch.
You get desperate to start that, though, sometimes it backfires on you.
That's it. So,
got a defense pumped up.
As much, it stops K. Jackson at the line. It drives him backwards. The defense is alive, and they're thriving here at Gatorville, the Swamp. 2 minutes and 30 seconds go. Clock's running. Jeremy Jones officially on the tackle there. Chase Boyd is helping him there. As that drove it back to third. They say 3rd and 10, but I don't think that's right. They haven't stacked it up yet. Oh, yeah, that's what they did. Well, yeah, it's still a loss compared to what they had there. But as I was saying, they were talking about the pitch there from the play before. Yeah, I mean, if he didn't catch that pitch, you saw how much steam was on that pitch. It would have been back 10 yards.
Right.
So that pitch might have landed out there on Highway 8.
Yeah.
So there's a 41 here.
We had some people there ready to get it.
So. See, we haven't had just a lot of penalties in this game, and all of a sudden we're penalty riddled here. You know, the laundry's getting dirty.
49 seconds going in this quarter. Maybe get one more play, y'all.
Keep it up as a dirt track guy, Pokey. I'm going to get confused and start saying caution every time they throw it.
That's right.
So
I used to go dirt track every weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't been in a while.
Yeah, I grew up at the dirt tracks here in town, State Line Speedway, and 67 Mandeville out there. Started announcing there last year. So, yeah. That's what kind of got me into this role, was the dirt track announcing. Kind of bled over to radio. So that's my thing. Yeah, it ain't nothing better than calling a dirt track race, man.
Yeah.
I could do that by myself all day long. I mean, I was like, you're going to let me in for free to do this, huh? Oh, they're going to pay me? Oh, my. I was going to be here anyway talking to somebody. So.
Yeah, I got out of the habit. I used to love it, and I got out of the habit of it.
Third quarter's over, though, here. 28-13. Foreman Gators up by 2 scores. You hear them out here probably. They're getting into it, the Gators fans here. We're going to take a quick break, throw it back to the station. 60 seconds here probably. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Foreman's almost got this one closed out.
You're listening to the Mount Ida High School Lions take on the Foreman Gators on AM and FM 940 and 98.7 KTFS.
We're back here talking a little dirt track racing near the break there, but I tell you what, the Foreman Gators just turned on some House of Pain. Jump around, is that what I hear? That's what I'm talking about. They're jumping around, they love it. So
some big girl down here going to throw a hip out.
They are getting into it here on the Gator sidelines at the Swamp as we're up 28-13, 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Just finna kick off here, so Gators got some momentum going. Need to get a good stop here, though, as Mount Ida's trying to knock on the door, about 25 yards out from the end zone here, Pokey.
Yeah, we got
is it 4th and 4? 4th and 4.
4th and 4.
Let me tell you, I missed that one. They're going to go for it here.
Got 2 out wide. I bet they're going to probably throw a pass.
Mount Ida.
We just got one out there with them. What's up?
I got one kind of playing short there. Yeah, stuffed him. Fumble. I think he might have tried to pitch it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Loss of 10? Maybe, I don't know. Wow. I thought it was a fumble, but I think he tried to pitch it, Pokey.
I believe he did.
And once again, I think the other guy that caught it said, why are you throwing this ball to me?
Yeah, by the time he caught the ball, they wrapped it up.
Yeah, because they lost the yardage there, but, they may have some forward progress to come back on it. But either way, it's going to turn over on downs. Foreman ball. It's starting to get fun up here if you can't tell. Everyone listening, gang.
That's how offense win games, defense win championship.
That's it. Foreman looking good right now. Kyron Beatty back out there to take the play call and got Chase Boyd in the backfield once again. When you got a high-tempo offense like you got with Foreman, it's hard to say slow down and eat clock up, man, because it kind of kills your momentum and your drive. And sometimes when you slow down, it hurts you sometimes. So they'll probably keep on sticking this one. But Chase Boyd doing Chase Boyd things out there, too. They're still talking. I tell you what, it's one thing that I've noticed. They talk a lot about these penalties before they say anything. Well, they're making sure they're trying to get it right out there. So we'll see Kyron Beatty looking over the play call. I see Isaac Carver back there, Chase Boyd out there. And then you got the Gross boys, Chance and Chase up top and bottom.
Them two boys are tall.
Yes, they are.
And they're pretty fast.
Are they in the same grade? Are they the twins?
Yeah, they're twins.
So seniors, yeah. We were talking about earlier, 3 sets of twins.
What about all sides?
Yeah. I'll tell you, the laundry's been getting dirty here in the third and fourth quarter here, Pokey. That's going to be an offsides on the defense. Mount Ida Lions giving up more yards. So Sorrell with the tackle on that one and did officially get the first down for the Gators. 11 minutes on the clock. Clock is running. We're again up 28-13. This one's looking good.
Get on the ball, boys. 14, 11, 10 seconds on the play.
Yeah, that play clock is a ticking. It's kind of out of my range here. Down to 5 seconds on it, though. Kyron Beatty under center. He's going to take the snap. And up the middle to is that Chase Boyd. Yeah, he keeps it up. I'm going to start saying Chase Boyd doing Chase Boyd things, too, because I tell you, it's just, like you said, three-headed monster on this offense, man. It don't matter if it's Carver, Beatty, Boyd. I mean, whoever you give it to, they're picking up yards usually. Kyron Beatty kept one, went up the middle. Probably got the first down there, didn't he?
According to where they mark him, they mark him on forward progress.
Yeah, because where he's laying now.
Yeah, they twist him up pretty good.
Oh, he's a tough boy, ain't he?
Yeah, he's tough.
Got up though. That's support thing there. That's what happens when you're a workhorse like that.
Yeah, when you keep trying to get that extra yard, that's when
they'll finally get you for doing that, right?
Back there to go with the ass down. I seen him come over there one time, come out of the other, and they kept telling the referee. Finally, when they went over there, the referee pulled his pant leg up and showed him teeth marks on his ankle. So put his sock down. He said, biting me.
Yeah, you will be surprised what happens at the bottom of a pile. I promise you. There's other places they can get you to that ain't too pretty.
Boyd right up the middle. He got stopped. No, he didn't.
Kyron Beatty got it. Oh, my. He stays on his feet. Touchdown, Foreman. And I tell you, once again, he fooled us. To the point at the ball, I was ready to say a 1 or 2 yard pickup. I was ready to call the next play. And Kyron Beatty pops out of nowhere with the ball.
Yeah. He just trotted over here, and nobody was watching. And
that's, we talk about with his offensive scheme, and when he snaps the ball, he doesn't know where the ball's going to go. He doesn't know if he's going to keep it, hand it off what it is. But that's also the magic of what he does. He hides that ball, doesn't he? Right. He's got to hide it, not let him know what he's doing. And that's it. When he fooled us, and he fooled the defense.
He didn't win. He's running straight at us.
Again, 9 minutes, 23 seconds to go. 34-13 now Foreman. Again, anything happens high school football, but like I was saying, if they scored here, I just got that over feeling, and it may be very close to being over. We're back here at the Swamp here at Foreman Gator Field. 9 minutes ago in the fourth quarter. Foreman's up 34-13 over Mount Ida. Kickoff came there. Mount Ida, I want to say Mount Ida just returned there for about 35 yards, but half of that was sideways.
I was going to say run 40 yards back forward, but he didn't get about 2 yards.
Yeah, so 27-yard line, maybe. No, 32 is where they got it at there officially, it says on the board. But it's not the 32, is it? I think they're lying to us. The lines are lying to us on that board. I think it's a 27 according to my eyes. Yeah. But either way, it was number 12 with the return, which was Gage Dyer, and he got tackled by number 12, Brady Jackson.
Pitch out.
That's LaGrange, their workhorse, lowers his head. And who was that on? Was that Beatty on the tackle? A little slow getting up, whoever it is. Yeah, it is Kyron Beatty, I tell you. LaGrange lowered his head, Beatty lowered his head, and they made contact. 8.5 minutes to go here. 2nd and 7. As the Lions are down by 3 scores, we're having fun up here. Pass. Oh, no! Interception! Kyron Beatty!
He jumped 40 foot in the air, looked like.
Wow! Foreman Gator
about steal a deal.
Taking the ball away from him here. Who knows where I wrote anything down at here. I was trying to look. I think Kyron Beatty's got 1 interception on the season. That makes 2, if I remember right.
I think you're right, yeah.
So I wrote some stuff down before I got here. Oh, here we go. I tore it out of my book. And let's see here. Beatty had an interception. Carver's got an interception. We give Beatty 2 now instead of 1. So Kyron Beatty doing what Kyron Beatty does and turning this game around again momentum-wise.
Carver out there.
Can we get an 8-minute drive here?
Right up the middle.
Chase Boyd. Oh, my. Oh, my. Picking up blocks. He's going to go to the house, I think. Oh, maybe not.
Right there.
Well, I may have jinxed him saying that, man, but my Lord. He cut back 2 times different directions, got it out across the 20 down to the 10.
How you run around that many people?
Oh, come on. Flags are getting thrown over here. I think number 2 is going to probably be flagged for words because he was with another Foreman player. So he may have been yelling some things that the referee didn't like there, unfortunately. I don't know if it's going to matter with where this game is. Oh, Chase Boyd coming off the field with a little bit of a limp. He'll be all right. I say he got twisted up there then. Once he got caught, it was like 5 of them that were on him like white on right, weren't they? This is what I wish we had replay.
Yeah.
Because that was just a beautiful run. A couple times I thought they were going to get him, and he just juked him and took off the other direction. Had some blocks, got picked up there beautifully by the offense. This coach right here, what's his name right in front of us?
Adrian Ivory. He's a defensive coordinator. He last year when we played Mount Ida up there, we come home and he called Coach at 5:30 the next morning and said, I got him figured out now. He didn't go to bed.
I think he's probably just a little worked up after that penalty, if nothing else, because right now the Gators are rolling. They're doing Gator rolls left and right, and Chase Boyd looked like he was back out there for us on the field on the sidelines. Looked like he was ready to rock and roll, so he may be back out there. I think Boyd's raring to go back out there.
There's Boyd right here talking to Avery.
Okay, so he's probably campaigning his way to get back out there.
That's what I'm ready.
Up by this score, why push the issue if he's got a little bit of an injury, right? Here we go. Kyron Beatty doing what Kyron Beatty does. He may take it for 5, real close, probably a little bit short of the first down there. Yeah, Kyron Beatty looking for a flag. Not going to get it there. It's the quarterback for the Mount Ida team, too. Kay Jackson gave him a shove a little bit late there, Pokey, and no flag on it, but Kyron Beatty and them having some words. First down, Foreman Gators on that play, though, as it was a handoff to Gwynn, 34, I believe, there. But Earl was one, again, like we talked about earlier. I don't know, who knows what would have happened if he didn't play, but that was one I was worried about personally. They just had such a good team. And
yeah, they had a passing game. We hadn't had to defend a passing game all year last year.
And that makes it tough. Isaac Carver going out to the far side there. Flag. He's a pickup of 4 yards. Flags all over the place. Dirty laundry. It's done dirt cheap out there, ain't it?
Yeah.
And that goes a long ways, doesn't it? That's something I didn't know about Arkansas, to tell you the truth. Till last year, Texas, they find a mutual spot and play in the playoffs. Arkansas, the higher seed plays at home, so you just find a mutual ground between the two teams playing. Finds a halfway point in a field that's open and lets you show up there. So
yeah, when you start winning, you get to come home more.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Especially, some teams are good at home and some teams are Foreman good at home. They definitely thrive here at the Swamp.
Our defense is tough, They didn't give us any credit last year, and they didn't give us much this year. But if you look, our defense is on the ball.
And I tell you, with the farm system talk I've been hearing about y'all's boys the next several years, sounds like y'all got some good ball coming up for several years. So
maybe that kick field goal get a kicker in the game.
It doesn't hurt.
Last year we had old Gamble. That's people don't realize what a kicker can do for a team, even though they don't score a whole lot of points. It's like you boot one in from 42 yards out, you get everybody pumped up.
And I tell you what, during practice, he was easily booting them in from 42 yards out. You know it? Whoa! Good run. It didn't really, pick up a lot because of that. He might have even lost a yard, but he went for probably 20 across the field. So those are always tough ones when you go for 20 and it's only across the field, though. But Robbie Smith, this is not a name we've caught a lot here tonight, number 6. But as you get these later minutes of the game and you got to lead like that, you get some of your boys up that haven't maybe played as much of that game and get them some action going, get them some reps because you're going to depend on them in a year or two. And, we'll go back on Gamble, though, man. That's one thing I noticed during practice again last year. He was just nailing them, dude, from way out. I'm thinking, wow, this guy's a kicker. We, back in my high school days, 98 to 2002 at Hooks, alma mater there for the Hornets, and we had an exchange student from Switzerland as our kicker. He couldn't speak English, but he could kick a ball 60 yards to the uprights. So, of course, with being from Switzerland, they got a little soccer practice over there, and he was a soccer guy. So he was your tried and true soccer dude. But, he kick ball. Yeah, you kick ball. That's right. 2 minutes, 51 seconds, 4th and 19. I think we're going to go for it here. 3 timeouts left for the Lions, 2 for the Gators. So we may see. I'll say that. I don't know. As a coach, I wouldn't want to call them. Flags are getting thrown out here. And with it being so early there, maybe a hold. I don't think there's going to be a lot to gripe about when they go back and watch the film on this one, Pokey.
No, they played their hearts out. They don't have anything to be down about them.
No, not at all. I mean, I know they wanted to, but I just don't think you can expect to shut out a Mount Ida Lions team that's so strong, like they've been doing to everybody else. I don't think they wanted to give up that third play of the game like they did. No. Second quarter, though, start the second half of that third quarter, I will say that was an impressive opening drive by Mount Ida. Ate up half of the clock, came away with the score there. But, again, other than that, they've had nothing for this Foreman defense. Shut them down. The Foreman offense has shut them down. The Kyron Beatty has shut them down. That guy is something, man. I kind of wish he had another year behind him to come back because he's fun to watch. So you got the quarterback rolling out to the right side. He's going to throw the ball. He's got a wide open man down there. That's going to be a first down at about the 36-yard line. He'll come down with a tackle. Again, you're fighting for, I guess, just glory at this point, right? I mean, you're not really you can't get back in this one 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in it, but right now you're just kind of fighting for pride.
See number 78 get across that field over there?
Yeah.
He got over two by the time he caught the ball.
Yep. Uh-oh. Is that a Gator? The Davin Cross? So it looks like we've got an injury on the field here. They'll assess him for just a moment, and hopefully nothing major, of course, but Davin Cross down for the Gators. We'll try to get an update on that here momentarily. We're going to take a quick break, 60 seconds over to our station here. We'll be right back with the end of this one in our post-game show brought to you by Kubota. So as we come back here, Davin Cross able to walk across the field and walk off, so that's a good sign. Looks like holding his arm there. We got a word to his shoulder. Maybe had some injury with his shoulder here early in the season, so maybe something with that shoulder flared up here. Mount Ida still trying to do something. Up the middle is LaGrange, I believe, number 10, nowhere to go. 51's on the tackle. 51's going to be Jeremy Jones. So we are about wrapped up here, Pokey. Minute 58 to go. Mount Ida's got a long drive home and not going to be too happy.
Yeah, I knew they were going to didn't have much time when they got the ball this time.
Yep.
They can get the ball down the field on us, but they don't got time.
Even though Foreman didn't come over with a score that last time, and they did a great job, because like I say, when you got a high-tempo offense that likes to move the ball quick and fast and score fast like they do, when you try to slow them down like that, it sometimes hurts you a lot because it's hard to do that, You practice go, 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 and then you try to slow it down.
Boom.
Sometimes coaches do it anyway, but no real reason to. Can't really get back in this one. So, player of the game, Kyron Beatty.
Kyron Beatty.
I mean, and maybe the defense too. You could probably just say the whole defense too, for that matter. Beatty, man, just a workhorse. Yeah, you heard it, Jimmy, over there. How about them Gators? The fans are going wild here. Chomp on, because they're going to roll right in the playoffs, and they're likely going to roll in there with a first-round bye and home field advantage all the way through. So, still got to get through Gurdon. Don't ever overlook a team. Mineral Springs sometimes tough as well. And what we got? Mineral Springs, Murfreesboro, Gurdon.
We got Mineral Springs next week, Murfreesboro next, and then Gurdon November 2nd.
There you go. So 3 left on this one.
So they're running the clock out.
And that's going to be it. 23 seconds. Clock's going to go. No more plays in this one. It's official.
Walking up there shaking.
They're shaking hands. Good sportsmanship out there right now because it's been a tough team. Started off a little ugly out there, but I think you kind of expect that sometimes in rivalry games, as long as you don't get something too egregiously stupid. It's part of it, right? Football's smash mouth for a reason. So Foreman Gators have knocked off the Mount Ida Lions 34-13. You can start celebrating now. Again, got a few games to go. Middle Springs can be tough. Gurdon is tough, so we got to get through those. But we're going to roll in the playoffs, I think, man. You got to put it on cruise, but at the same time, you got to stay digging because you can easily overlook a team and end up messing something up. It happens. High school football, like I say all the time, upsets happen. You're more here than you see anywhere else sometimes.
It don't matter who the best team is, who the best team that night.
That's it. That's what I was telling. I think it was when Jimmy was in there earlier, Hooks and Redwater. It doesn't matter how good or bad either team is. When they play each other, it's even. They could be, one team could be horrible, other team could be great, but when they play each other, it's always a good game. And this was a good game. 34-13 is not very telling.